Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. We're going to get right on into it. I can't imagine how long this one's going to be, but it should be interesting. We're going to watch some videos right now, so uh, stay tuned.
Hi, it's John Romita Jr. at San Diego Comic-Con. Fantastic Comics in Berkeley, the best shop in the world, hands down. Merry Christmas, Dr. Orpheus!
Merry Christmas, Mr. Venture!
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're gonna hear about it. You, Kruger, my son tells me your company stinks.
Oh, God.
Quiet, you'll get yours in a minute. Kruger, you couldn't smooth a silk sheet if you had a hot date with a babe. I lost my train of thought.
Here, kitty.
Bob, don't talk down to him.
Oh, my God. All right. Here, Mr. Business. Good, Mr. Business.
Use his full name. It's Jim. Mr. Jim Business.
Why don't you call him then?
Oh, please. He hates the sound of my voice.
Oh, my God.
From the pen of America's wealthiest author, Irving Sidney, the man who gave us the bestsellers Irving Sidney's The Naked Virgin and Irving Sidney's The Power in the Flesh, comes Irving Sidney's sizzling new blockbuster.
Hey, baby. Long time no see, huh?
There must be some mistake.
Come on, who are you kidding? It's me. It's Bert. Look, I'm in town with the textile convention, and I thought maybe we could, party!
I don't do that anymore. You better get out of here, or you wake the president.
When President Harrison Chandler was married in the White House, it was the social event of the decade. The courageous president and his beautiful new bride. But she possessed a secret that could shatter her dreams and topple a government.
I'll meet you in the Lincoln Room in 5 minutes.
She was forced to live a lie when her sins came back to haunt her. She was First Lady of the Evening. Irving Sidney's First Lady of the Evening. A magnet paperback in easy-to-read type with no big words.
I'm not gay and I'm not a fish. Man.
You are male.
Damn right I'm male.
A male that likes fish dicks.
Yeah, I like fish dicks.
You like to put fish dicks in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're a gay fish.
Rap artists, ventriloquists, blood has been shed, lives have been lost. Mr. Spencer, Killer Be Killed, Dingle, Professor Murder, Pickles, Mr. Barnett. What is it going to take to put an end to all this?
Why the fuck you like a bitch, Dingle? After this, I'm taking you suck my 8 inches of rib!
Will you stop it?
This is Come on, guys. Gentlemen. Puppets. Gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
Control your puppets, please.
So sorry.
Killer Be Killed. What is it going to take for people like you and Dingle to get along with the East Coast?
Look, I don't know, man. I mean, these guys got their fucking talking dolls and shit.
Questions, Professor Pickles?
What? I ain't no Professor Pickles.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't mess with the East Coast!
Look, I don't need you defending me, you howdy-doody looking motherfucker. I'm out of here, yo.
Yeah, I'm with them.
Man, step off.
Well, hello, and Merry Christmas. So, where's your little one? Oh, you're a big boy, aren't you? Is he retarded? I got this one. So, son, what would you like for Christmas, huh?
Did you fuck my mom?
What?
Did you fuck my mom?
What do you mean?
Did you fuck my mom, Santa Claus? Did you fuck my mom? Did you fuck her? Did you fuck my fucking mom? Did you fuck my mom, Santa? Yeah! Ah, he's biting my leg! Charlie, get him up! He's trying to kill me!
All right, come out to our blast out.
For shame, Doc. Hunting rabbits with an elephant gun.
Elephant gun?
That's right, Doc. So why don't you go shoot yourself an elephant? You do, and I'll give you such a pinch!
We're going to start our volleys. We hope you like the show. Everything is ready. We're raring to go. We'll give you all the latest songs and dances full of pep. We're gonna start with high jump. Just watch this chorus steps.
Originally settled as Ocean View during the 1850s, the city's population boomed with displaced
But in my own way, I am king. Hail to the king, baby.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fantastic Comics Presents. My name is Yule, and I run the store that is also named Fantastic Comics. No presents. Let me get a drink of water. I was coughing. All right. All right. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to ramble for a minute. Talk about some Floor. Jill and I have been watching The Floor. That has got to be like the dumbest show I've ever watched. I don't know if you've seen this, but Fox has a lot of real dumb programming. I mean, I should say TV is usually a lot of dumb programming. But holy cow. It was good because I was able to get work done because I didn't want to stick around and watch it. But that Rob Lowe is still so very captivating. And man, if it would have only been like 10 years later, we wouldn't be, he would be relegated to be on Fox. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Guess he already is. Well, you know, you gotta make a buck, right? I'm gonna do this a little early because this is a tall can, and I think this is a short show. Tall can, short show. Merry Christmas, everyone. This is the eve, the pre-New Year's or Christmas Eve, pre-Christmas Eve. Something like that. Lagunitas. Get to your comments in just a few moments. Let them build up. If you have anything you want to say, though, let us know in the chat. Of course, anybody that's watching this after the fact and is, I don't know, has something they want to say, let me know in the comments. And as always, let me get this up. This is great. And as always, you should hit the like button and subscribe. Oh, son of a... Hold on. All right, let's try it. There you go. Like and subscribe right here. See? Boom. Isn't that cool? Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit the bell for notifications, yada, yada, yada. This is where we're at. I don't know if it keeps going or if it ends. So I guess we'll find out. So do it if you haven't already. We're going to talk about some Christmas covers coming out. Or not coming out. Coming up. And we're going to talk about some comics that are coming out tomorrow, because Wednesday is New Comic Book Day, unless the holiday would have, ended up on that day. It would be the next day. It'd be a Thursday release. That's not the case. Wednesday it is. So we're going to get to that in just a few moments. I guess this is a good time for me to say to you guys,
We didn't come to borrow any money. We didn't come to borrow any dough. We didn't come to borrow any trouble. We just stopped in to say hello. Oh, hello to you, Mr. Benny. Please don't think that we are hammy. We just stopped in from Alabama. We just stopped in to say hello. Oh boy, you said it. We just stopped in to say hello. And don't forget it. We just stopped in to say hello. And I'm hello. Hello. Goodbye.
all right, everyone. Hello. Hello to each and every one of you. First in, you BoobTube 71. Oh, yeah, it's still going. Hold on a second. Turn that off. All right. First in, you BoobTube. Is this a customer of mine, or you just I'm gonna just say something early? Have you said something before? Do I not remember you, BoobTube 71? Erica Sullivan. I picked up that Holiday Sensation Comics number 38 facsimile with a foil cover. Looks great. Now I need that Hitman and Peter Parker Spectacular Spidey Santa covers too. Funny you should mention that. Funny you should mention that. I didn't get like the list of Christmas comics. This isn't all of it, and not everything I chose. I wanted to keep it a little succinct. Not near mint. Merry all things. All the things. Yule. Merry all the things. Exactly. To all of you that celebrate something. It's the end of the year, winter solstice, all that stuff, right? Jilby Pill's in the other room. Hello. Hello to you. How's it going, honey? Everything okay? I don't do the AI thing. I don't really care. But I did care when I realized I could see the summary of last week's show. And so I AI'd the summary of it. Just got whatever Google, YouTube gave to me. And it was amazing. They never used my name. They always said the host. And talks about Ben Folds. Talks about me and Jill, but says my partner. Just funny. And then talking about all the other bullshit that we talked about. Talked about the card grading scandal that's going on right now. PSA buying Beckett, or wait, is it CG? I don't remember who's buying who. It doesn't matter. PGX, blah blah blah. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's a world I can't really pay too much attention to and devote. I have to know what comics are coming out, and even that's difficult. Illithidlore. Happy, and a merry to all. That's right. I like saying the Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas and the Merry New Year bit. I thought that was always, willfully saying it, but you're also saying it not the way that it's normally said. Jimmy Tranman, 6th in. And Joaquin, how's it going, man? Joaquin, are you coming in tomorrow? Because if you are, I'll bring those books, and if not, I'll bring them in on Friday. So it's all just up to you. I know everybody's got family obligations and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure we have some drinks still for anybody that wants to come and hang out at the store and get some new comics, of course. So it was pretty awesome when Jimmy T met Jim T in the store this last Sunday. Awesome. Way to go. That was so funny. Up until that moment, they didn't even know each other existed. Okay, good. All right. Well, you know what's the deal. So if you do, that's your fault. All right. Yeah, man. Everybody, happy holidays. I hope everything's okay with everybody. I recall a time when things were so much different in my life. Travel back with me just, goddamn, 4 days before last Christmas. Woo! Wild. Let me tell you, I never thought I don't know. It's not like I did crazy things, but being alive like I am, it's when every one little thing needs to happen wrong to ruin an existence and maybe like end it altogether. It could be a small thing. But so many things, man. I was the sperm that won. You know what I mean? There was like a fuck ton of those fuckers with me. You know what I mean? I'm elbows. All these things have to go right to bring you up to the point where you are. And you kind of think like, man, it's amazing that it happens. And I don't know if I necessarily thought that this would be the way it is. So, life. Jimmy Tranman says, I was the sperm that won. T-shirt. If you make money, just buy more comics. Yeah, and I mean it goes for women, they, thems, whatever the fucks, all animals. I was the sperm that won. Yeah, that's right. But man, this last year has been crazy. I'm ready for this one to be over and moving on though. I don't know how you all feel about it, but gosh, this was so fast. It was so fast. And one of the reasons is because comics come out every Wednesday, and I look forward, I look ahead to the days when I receive the books so that I can get them ready for the next week. I'm always working. It's like I'm never getting caught up. And anytime something like a reorder has to be the most necessary thing that I have in the store. A customer asks for it, I think a customer is going to ask for it. I have a customer in mind. Hopefully, I have more than one customer in mind. Because, again, space is very limited. And I also just don't want to sit on a ton of stuff. And even though I don't want to sit on a ton of stuff, I'm always sitting on a ton of stuff. You know what I mean? I would love, if I knew, or like, okay, you can make all your money just selling Dark Knight Returns, Watchmen, you know, the Long Halloween, White Knight, Year One, Year 100, maybe a few odds and ends like Night's End, and maybe a Neil Adams book or two. You know, I what other DC books matter? And I'm sure you can count them on one other hand, like Green Lantern Rebirth, Flash Rebirth, Atari Force. That's all that matters. I'm sure I'm missing a few others, you know, V for Vendetta. But you know, if I knew that I could, over the course of the year, just make the same amount of money always, I'd just carry those books. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's not that way, though. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, there's a lot of times when you look back over the course of the year, you're like, fuck, I sold 15 copies of Dark Knight Returns, just the first one. And then I sold like 5 of the second one and 3 of the third one, or something like that. Like Dark Knight Returns was like 20 books that and then I can look at all the other books that I haven't moved over the course of the year, which hopefully isn't that much, but even still, it's going to be at least a shelf or two. If I was like, you know, the tightest, some things go out of print and whatnot, but man, comics are just, you know, it's a new printing of this, it's out of print. Eventually it sells out. You should have got it when you could have. I don't even put it online and sell it for more money. You can just come on in and get that omnibus tomorrow, Wednesday. But you might want to get new comic books, and that's what this segment is.
Why, we sell a dozen a day in this price range.
Who buys them? Tax collectors?
Even if I had to pay, it would be worth it. Just for the occasion.
What, is something big going on somewhere?
It's going on right here. It's a big night.
Well, it's just an old run-of-the-mill Wednesday. Well, the calendar's full of them.
That's the truth. This is the second to last one of 2025. I suffered a major loss in my life this last year. Some would say losses. And I just didn't really pay attention to the show for a while and really record what the last, you know, few months worth of books were, you know, doing all that well. But I think you can imagine what they are. It starts with Absolute Batman when it comes to really great books that are selling in the store. People are really enjoying them. There's a few other DC series that are doing really well, like, you know, Superman. The DCKO is doing well for me right now. Anything behind the counter that I have to hand to somebody is something that a person that comes in my store asks about. And, you know, imagine a person who comes in a comic store for the first time and they don't really know much of anything, and they're only going to give you one question. Those are the books that I have right behind me. And if you think it's, you know, we have a manga section, go over there, talk about that. Go to the graphic novel section. You know, it's a lot arranged a certain way, but it's pretty understandable for most people. And right behind me is Superman and Batman and X-Men and a few other books that are like, maybe Conan is really popular in my store. So the people that come in are like, oh, you have the Conan? Some people come in for all the Absolute books, but not all of them are absolutely behind me. It can be throughout the store also. Yeah, it was the worst, absolutely. Let me put that banner up one more time. I have it so that it's 60-second times out. Isn't that cool? I always like, bringing up the books. Anyway, what's coming up? Oh, yeah, let me do this. No, not like that. Yeah, like that. All right. American Caper #2. The first issue was a sellout. This is a Dark Horse comic, so you're paying about $5 at start. Dan Hauser's the writer. Dave Lapham's involved. I don't know if he's doing the art on the inside or not, but the guy wrote GTA, Grand Theft Auto, one of them, maybe all of them. Anyway, people were enjoying the first issue, and I thought it looked really cool. Kind of one of those, like a Tarantino comic, if it could be. Is that right? American Caper #2. I have #1s I ordered, and those are in also. So yeah, 1 and 2, come get them. Final Boss #2. I still have some copies of #1. This is Tyler Kirkham, and it's kind of like Street Fighter, right off the bat. It kind of feels that way when you're looking at it. Tyler Kirkham does some really good art in it, but I haven't read it. Not for me. But, not all comics are, and that's not a bad thing. Sometimes, you just gotta say it's not for me. But there is a lot of punching, and I do dig that kind of stuff. So, maybe I'll check it out a little bit more closely. Yeah, I don't have to. You do. Come on in and get it. Tyler Kirkham's Final Boss by Image, #2. Ooh, Marvel Winter Break Special. All right. Great Greg Land cover. Anybody who doesn't like Greg Land, come on. Are you serious? I know. It all looks the same. And it looks like it got it from a magazine or a still or something like that. But there was a time when he actually drew some comic books. And because of that, I forgive him this slop. And at least it's his slop, sort of. I mean, he has been accused of taking pictures from other things and appropriating them for his images that he puts on the comic cover. But it's like a collage, except it's even more minute in detail. What's wrong with the collage? You don't like a collage? Anyway, who cares? Tony Fleece is doing some stuff. Tim Seeley. It looks like Nick Bradshaw. I wonder who the Rosenberg is. And pinups, everybody. Marvel's coolest artists. Oh, I get what they're doing there. Capes #2. Hey, everybody, this is a Robert Kirkman Invincible related book, in the universe of. So if you like Invincible, you might want to read this. Since you're reading Battle Beast, you might want to dig on, check this one out also. I imagine. I don't know. Tom King fans, I know you're out there. And Wonder Woman Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman fans. So this is the last issue of the Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman miniseries. Yeah, there you go. Speaking of miniseries, there was what is it when it's 9 issues? 12 issues is a maxi, 6 is a mini. Somewhere in between a mini and a max was One World Under Doom. And now there's a one-shot to follow up out of the events of that miniseries. And it asks well, what's the US gonna do, and what's the Red Hulk gonna do? I don't know what that means, but I do know it means I'm probably gonna sell a bunch of these because #1, people like Dr. Doom. #2, One World Under Doom did pretty darn okay for me. Chip Zdarsky writing, but Kafu doing art, that's pretty cool. And not only that, there's Stephen Platt and I'm messing that one up. There's Stephen Platt and somebody else doing covers that's worth a damn also. And then there's another one that's pretty cool also. So lots of Will of Doom, which is going to lead into a mini series next year. So this whole One World Under Doom isn't over yet. Void Rivals isn't over yet, and Robert Kirkman's domination in comic books continues. Eventually, within Image, they're going to butt heads, and it's going to be the Spawn universe and the Energon universe. And for the soul of Image Comics, it's going to be Robert Kirkman versus Todd McFarlane. And all the other Image owners that are around are going to, have to hunker down with the people that they want. I mean, seriously, Eric Larson, Jim Valentino. I mean, and really his company is like, is it even a company anymore? Who else is with Image that used to be with them? Nobody. Eric Stevenson, but he's just the president or whatever. Those three would have to hunker down behind Todd McFarlane if they want to keep it old school. But I think Eric Stevenson would be the one to put the shiv in the back of one of those other dudes like Jim Valentino. Yeah, just got him. And then he'd go and hang out with Kirkman, and then it would be Kirkman that wins Image in the end. I'm sorry. Void Rivals, number 25. This is the first part of the Quintesson miniseries, or series within the series. Green Lantern, number 30. All right, Batman's on the cover. I can sell a few more of those, I think. Hope I ordered enough. Green Arrow, number 31. Man, it's a good series. People are really liking it, but there's not a lot of them. What can I say? Oh, now we're on. Okay, let me put it in the other order. We've got Lex Luthor versus, let me put this banner down also. Take it down. I think that's the right order. We got round 7, Lex Luthor versus the Demon in Superman issue number 33. All right. Then we have, I'm backwards. Whatever, we're going backwards. Round 6, we've got the Flash versus the Green Lantern. Oh, damn, that looks like Jay Garrick, the Flash, and that looks like Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern. So there you go. And then before that, and now in round 8, a one-shot. Round 8, Red Hood versus the Joker. This has Scott Snyder writing, Joshua Williamson. So like the two big guys over at DC with all of this garbage that they have going on. Dustin Nguyen doing art. Giuseppe Camicoli doing art. And then who cares what the colorists do? That's pretty good lineup for a Red Hood versus Jason Todd Joker's fight. It's cool. I mean, I'm not really reading this thing like too closely, but I've been watching the people who didn't really commit. I mean, I asked. I tried to get these people to tell me that they were on board, but you can't expect me to buy a crap ton of Aquaman if you're not going to convince me that you want to buy Aquaman. Because all the time it was good, you weren't buying it. And worse than that, Flash. What's a guy to do when it's Titans and nobody's buying it? It's an okay book, but it's amazing what happens when you have something that's a little hot and you sprinkle it in your books and you almost force people to have to buy them. What pains it does me to not be able to provide the service necessary to these people. And at the same time, you should have told me. Live and learn. And now we got our cigarette books. Man, there's a lot more books, and there's some trades. There's an omnibus of Warlord that came out. Mike Grell Warlord. I highly recommend that. I only got one of those. But yeah, that's a book I would recommend checking out if you're down with, like, uh the Robert E. Howard, the John Carter of Mars type stuff, that type of thing. All right, cigarette books. These are the ones behind me because people come in and ask about them. First up, we've got Skinbreaker. What? Skinbreaker wasn't on there before. That's right. I'm taking Action Comics off, and I'm putting Skinbreaker on. Oh, check it out, Robert Kirkman. He doesn't just need an Energon book to make waves, but it helps. Transformers, Skinbreaker, Void Rivals. I mean, seriously, Spawn, King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn. There might be a little bit more weight when you think about like the Todd McFarlane comic books out there. But if I look at all the variants and the treasury size stuff, I don't know. Kirkman, he's got the omnibus compendiums also, I always joke when we talk about the 7 Image founders, I always joke that we don't say one of the guys that's gone, like Jim Lee, and we say Robert Kirkman instead. But now, who to win the soul of the company? Amazing Spider-Man number 18. Joe Kelly writing the book. And oh man, we're going to have some John Romita Jr. art. Excellent. The last issue was the last issue of Peter hiding out in space. And now this issue, it looks like it's Norman taking on some recent and past villains. So there you go. Looking forward to it. Joe Kelly, like him a lot. Justice League Unlimited. Oh yeah, look at DCKO tie-in. It's Mr. Terrific taking a team of Justice Leaguers from different time periods. And if you're down with that kind of story, you're going to probably dig this one quite a bit. It's well written and it's got good art. Dan Mora doing it, Mark Waid writing it. But it's really the characters that they choose to put in this team of Justice Leaguers that's going to really tickle you. Detective Comics 1104. Last couple of issues have been sellouts, and I've been scrambling to get a few more in so that people might be able to purchase them later. So if you were into that and have some time, come on in tomorrow and pick it up. We have Absolute Wonder Woman number 15, a book that already sells well for me, but I've ordered more. And upon receiving them, I thought to myself, I probably should order more. And I did. And then I wanted to order even more. And then there was a red line. So we'll see if I get those extra ones, probably sometime next week if we're lucky. But I should have enough for tomorrow in the very least, right? Batman. It's just Batman. It's just absolute Batman. Who cares about this character? You know what I mean? Absolute Superman. Who cares about this character? This is the last issue of this whole Kansas story. It's like Ra's al Ghul. Cool. Ra's al Ghul rhymes with cool. Tearing it up in Absolute Superman. I'm sure Joaquin could do something with that. Yeah, boy. And then lastly, we have another Absolute book because Absolute, I mean, what can I say? This is the year of the Absolute comics. I will be interested to see what the money breakdown is for Marvel and DC, because I was saying it doesn't matter what DC does. Marvel always makes more money. So even though there's going to be a lot of people lamenting how One World Under Doom wasn't really all that good, I think it did pretty well, because if I can sell it in my store, there's a lot of stores that sold it pretty well. And I'm not sure if this last book is always that great a seller for other stores. And it's Absolute Martian Manhunter. It's coming back out. All the trades are selling out of my store. And I get more of the Absolute Batman. So if I have any of those in, it's just because I've had to reorder it so many times. I got a grip of them. But now even those are leaving the store. So the Absolute Martian Manhunter, sellout. Superman, well, get a Superman, sellout. Absolute Wonder Woman, I haven't even been able to get that one back in for some reason. So Absolute Martian Manhunter is coming back out. This is the first issue after the trade that I was telling you I sold out of. I think I still have some issue 6s left, but not all of them. And yeah, Martian Manhunter number 7. Great art. This Javier Rodriguez stuff. Dennis Camp doing a real interesting story. Look at that cover. I just love this kind of stuff. I can't wait to read it, but I don't know. Do I even want to? That's a different story. That's what I've been wrestling with. Do I really care? Joaquin says, damn them 49ers, though. What, beating up on a guy that came out of retirement? That was like eligible in like 3 months to be in the Hall of Fame because of service time. And then said, I'm going to go and try and make this team win when they needed somebody. And now his service time, his clock's ticking again. He had good numbers, Phillip Rivers did. But yeah, the 49ers, please, Indianapolis, really? Not this year. Oh, yeah, we did that one. Oh, I love his porn faces. You're talking about Greg Land? Yeah. That's right. Jimmy Tranman, on the sportsman memorabilia grading tip, forget to mention the film Hobby Hustle that just came out this year. Check it out, you will. I will. Hobby Hustle. I'm going to write that down. Let me move that. Hobby Hustle. Actually, yeah, I hate the sound of typing on it. Let's see. At Granov and Sanford Green. What did I say something about Granov and Sanford? I don't like Granov. That's the one I don't like. Sanford Green, though, I don't think I missed something. Hopefully the DCKO fights are better this week. Wonder Woman Lobo and Harley Zatanna were crap. I don't doubt that, but they were sellouts. But I should have more coming in the following days / weeks. So let's hope. Okay, so we went through that. I got to get the Christmas cover pictures. I could go in the folder and just, it's always screwy though. Yeah, it's probably better that I do this. Oops. Yeah, you like dudes just like punching it out. Yeah. All right, let's see. We got Xmas covers. Let me do these right here. All right. Do I have a video that I could lead into with this? Oh yeah, I do. Here we go.
We are full of Yuletide spirit. Christmas comes but once a year. Joyous Yuletide bells are pealing. Peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Yeah, I've heard the Yuletide bit before. Spelled differently. Spelled differently. That's what I always say. That's the answer. Spelled differently. All right, first up. Put me over here again. Yeah, right there. First up, we have just some Christmas covers. Yeah, just some Christmas covers. Really? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, this was a comic book that came out a week ago. The facsimile edition of Sensation Comics number 38. There didn't seem to be a lot of Wonder Woman on the list, but I might have been wrong. Nonetheless, there was a lot of. I didn't do too many of the. Oh, what do I want want to say. I didn't do too many of the like mega bash up books with all the Christmas holiday books, you know. But there is one difference towards the end of all this. Yeah, Christmas in Dallas, man. This was a freebie in a newspaper, I think. I remember this in comic book stores, and I don't know, what was it, like $1.50 or something, maybe. It's just something I remember. Last week, someone was adamant about, I think it was Alytha Lore, but I could be wrong, was adamant about this whole cover being awesome. Pretty awesome, that's right. Who is that? Is that Keone? I'm not sure. It looks kind of Keone. Anyway, that's pretty cool. There's also some other Hulk covers I saw. Check this one out. Boom. Ed McGuinness doing Hulk. These are variants of Red Hulk, which was written by Jeff Loeb and had art by Art Adams and Frank Cho, because one would be a Green Hulk story and the other be a Red Hulk story. And then eventually, anyway, here's the other cover. Red Hulk, Rolk. And yeah, there you go. So that's 2, 3. We did Hulk. Oh yeah, here's just another X and just another cover. Oh yeah, good. Big enough to hide me even. That's great. Elvira, Haunted Holidays. There was an Elvira series that DC used to do. And who doesn't love Elvira, right? And oh, check this one out. This Heroes for Hire. Or sorry, Hero for Hire. Just Luke Cage, Hero for Hire. Merry Christmas, world, and goodbye. Bam. I know it can't happen. Sweet Christmas, it can't happen. Funny enough, I got a cover here of Amazing Man. Oh, wait, it doesn't say. There's another thing I had that said Sweet Christmas. Ah, damn. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, Amazing Man. Nice little winter special. And we got a cool Starman cover. Yeah. One last one. I got a Superman one. All right. So those are all just some run-of-the-mill comic covers, DC and Marvel. I'm really only doing the DC and Marvel ones. Yeah, come on. Let's lead with our best punch. You know what I mean? Let's see. I got to get some new ones up. Let me just do that really quick. Oh yeah, get to the faves. All right. So here we have some Xmas Batman comic books. This was actually a Christmas story, even though it says Happy New Year on the ball. And here's the interior cover, just to prove it. A little bit more on Batman and Christmas in a little bit. There's also this Batman Brave and the Bold Plastic Man team up. Did I have, oh man, I had the Superman one with Santa Claus, but I guess I didn't clip that up properly. I want to get these up next. All right, very good. This follows Batman, so it makes sense. We've got Marvel 2-in-1 Thing team up. Thing and the Puppet Master? That's crazy. That just sounds crazy. The very first Marvel team up. Oh, damn. Marvel team up with Spider-Man and the Human Torch. And even though the cover, I know it's Christmas covers, but I thought it would lead in nicely to this, and I kind of botched it there with the Thing. We also have another one later on, Spider-Man and the Watcher. Yeesh. I like Ed Hannigan covers, but this is not one of my favorites, that's for sure. And, oh, there's the Superman Santa Claus. I guess I did do it. Yay. All right. Great. Now let's take a look at some of my faves. And I really, anybody out there want to tell me what your favorite comic it could be the story in also. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the cover. But is there like a certain like Christmas comic that you're into? I don't think I personally really think about these all that much, but when I was looking at the list, I kind of forgot that these were indeed Christmas comics, and well, one of them we talked about last week. The first one is Ambush Bug Stocking Stuffer, probably like one of my favorites of all time. Definitely in the Christmas genre, but maybe comic also. Any of these one shots with Ambush Bug, Keith Giffen, Robert Lauren Fleming, I think, was writing it with them. All really, really, really good. And yeah, just it's a sad thing, man. We lost Keith Giffen this year also. And that's a major comic creator that I've been into for a long time now. It's kind of like I discovered him, or it wasn't like somebody else telling me that it was cool. It was me figuring out for myself that it was cool. And yeah, that one's a really good one. Of course, we were talking about X-Men, the last John Byrne X-Men, number 143, Kitty Pryde. You can see it down there in the background, the Christmas tree. The funny thing about this Christmas story is that Kitty Pryde's Jewish, and she has to defend herself and the mansion against this demon that Storm fought way back in the day. And yeah, and this book, oh my goodness. Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special. I think this was before the Lobo miniseries. And yeah, Simon Bisley, if you didn't know his art beforehand, which was probably almost all English, like 2000 AD type stuff. Yeah, this was a really, really cool book. It was very violent, and if you hadn't, checked that out before, I'd recommend it. Okay, and now violence and Santa, and oh my goodness, Santa and guns. Here we have Peter Parker, the aforementioned Spectacular Spider-Man number 112. Here we have Santa. Have a nice day. It's a cool cover. Looking at the name, and I don't know, is that Baker? I don't know who that is. Here we have Nick Fury's shield. And there's definitely, this isn't Santa and gun, but it's Christmas and guns. It goes so well together. And if you want some more Santa, check this issue of Hitman out. That's crazy. And as I was going through a bunch of different covers, I thought, man, I know that there is a bunch of this comic characters cover. There's a lot of Christmas stuff in it out there. And looking through it, I was kind of amazed that there was as much as it is anyway. But so you got all these Christmas and guns, and who celebrates the gun more than the Punisher, right? And sure, here we have Punisher, Silent Night. And these were pretty good, though. I got to admit, any of the Marvel Knights and probably the Marvel Max issues are pretty out there, pretty violent. And if they're going to run with the Christmas theme, it's probably going to be pretty cool anyway. So as much as I kind of shit on this stuff, I think, like, if you're gonna do a Punisher shouldn't be a monthly comic book. Punisher should just be every once in a while. And doing it on a Christmas like situation, I think that's like perfect. I think that's exactly the way to do it. Let this go as tongue in cheek as you can and just like really go for it. We've also had Punisher, Red Xmas. Here we have Paul Miotti and Gray and Mark Teixeira. That's a horrible cover, and I hope the interiors don't look like that, though. Mark Teixeira is better than that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Unfortunately, the interior isn't Chris Bachalo, but I remember it was pretty cool looking. But yeah, Punisher Xmas by Marvel Max, so there could be some cursing in there also. And then we have a trilogy of sorts, I guess. Punisher Holiday Special. I think each issue was written by a different person. So you had Stephen Grant, Chuck Dixon, and I don't know who the other person was. And it was different illustrators also. You have cool covers here. You got this one. You got this cool Sienkiewicz cover. Yeah. That says that nothing says the holidays like Punisher. And then we have Punisher Holiday Special number 3. Can you tell who the cover artist is? And in my head, I was like, oh, I think it's this person, but I didn't say it in my head out loud. Does that make sense? And I cheated and I looked. And sure enough, it was that person, but I'm not telling you I knew who it was. But if once you know, you're going to oh yeah, that definitely is it. But I was going by the Punisher, and the Punisher just didn't look like anything I wanted to look at. I think that, I don't know, there's something about that arm and the musculature and the neck and the head. It just looks, I thought it was Protasio. Like I would have said maybe it's Protasio, because he kind of pulls that stuff. But it wasn't. All right, there we go. And this Christmas comic bit is going to continue just a little bit more, but it's going to be with the return of a segment we haven't done in a while.
Here! I'm down here! Down here!
Mr. Sheldon?
Oh no, wrong one. Wrong one. That's right. We're going to go into Mother's Basement. So let's get through all this this wrapping paper. Let me see. Let's get through the wrapping paper. And oh my gosh, this is more of this. More of this. More of this. More of this. Oh, here we are. Here we are. And now we're in Mother's Basement. Yeah. I can't put these up and a picture, I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, I can't do that. Also, I think these pics are going to be blocking the basement anyway. We're going to talk about Batman number 219. I know we're going to do Batman. What can I say? It's really quick. It's kind of cute. It's fun. It's got some really nice artwork. And it's called The Silent Night of the Batman. And you have this scene where Batman's above Gotham and people are out shopping, having a good time. And Batman sees the signal. He goes, talks to the commissioner, and he says, man, everything's going really good. Why don't you come celebrate and go singing with us, like caroling? Come on, Batman. How about contributing your deep vocal cords to some Christmas carols? Oh my God. Or does it have to be like Chief O'Hara? He's all, why not? I can enjoy myself until something happens. And so, he's going to go caroling with the cops. And as he does, there's events that occur. And even though he's not out patrolling the city, his presence is still being felt. And so you got all these, typical carols that Batman's going around with the cops And you see these different scenes. Oh, damn, screwed it up. Got to go to number 2 first. All right, now I got to go to number 3. All right. So here we dashing through the snow. So there's this kid. He steals this package. He gets to his friends. He gets it out, and it's a Batman toy, and he feels all shitty about that. So he goes and he puts it back in the package, and he gives it to this lady crumpled up. And here we have Batman singing again, and this guy's all freaking gonna go rob somebody, but he gets hit, knocked down, and he sees Batman, but it's not Batman. It's a dude in a Batman costume. Support Wayne Foundation Christmas Drive for the Blind. And the dude's like, oh man, I gotta change my ways. And so he throws his gun in the trash. That might not have been the thing to do. But you know what? Get it out of your system. I agree. And then here we have they're doing Santa Claus Coming to Town. This lady, she's so sad that her husband, or whatever, her other guy, they're somebody dear to her, is in the military, and she's just like, I don't know if I can handle it anymore. And so she goes and she walks to the bridge, and I guess there's a guy on the bridge selling flowers, and she looks at this letter, and she throws the flower in. She doesn't notice the U.S. Army boat behind her, and then dude comes off the boat and saves her life. But if you notice in the water, it looks like the Batman symbol. That's right. And then here's Batman finishing his night. I don't know, this is an apparition. I don't know what this is all about. Batman's like, what? Oh no, everything's going, nothing's wrong. And he's all, man, what an investment in the city I've made. The spirit of Batman, Christmas spirit. And he just goes off on his evening. Yay, Batman. Way to go, Batman. Those are the Batmans I remember. Neil Adams on the art. Yeah, that was good. Let me see. All right. The Live the War. Yep, that's my favorite Christmas comic. There's also the infamous Ultimate Warrior comic with a page with Santa. Oh, wait. There's also the infamous Ultimate Warrior comic. I don't remember that. Does he do something to him? Oh, 370. Yeah, well, I was talking about the cover. That couldn't have been Bill Jaska, was it? Peter Parker Spider-Man cover. Got you. Yeah. What about the Hitman one? Did you get that pic of Mother's Basement from the Epstein files? No, Jimmy. I don't know if you guys heard, but Mr. Clinton, Mr. Bill, he said, go ahead and release that stuff. Let's get it all open. He does his shenanigans in the Oval Office. You know what I mean? He has nothing to hide except for everything. But it ain't that. Yeah. Epstein files. My goodness gracious. Google Ultimate Warrior Santa Claus. It should come up. All right, I'll do that. Everybody. All right. Hold on a sec. You guys down? I'll do it right now. Ultimate Warrior Santa comic. What am I going to say? Oh my gosh. Oh man. The Ultimate Warrior graped my Christmas. Oh my gosh. I don't know what that means. Oh my. Holy shit. Wow, what art, man. That's pretty hilarious. Yeah, what's the deal, man? It was so he beat up Santa and puts his costume on, but it looks like he took care of him in other ways. Wow. Yeah. Good. All right. Cool. Y'all go out and have fun doing that. Maybe tomorrow night after you come in and buy comics. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. I'm going to cut this short because I've got some what are we watching? Some Taskmaster to watch. So I should get on that right away. Thank you very much. We're going to have a show next Tuesday. It will be the last one of the year. Unless, no, there's no way. Maybe I'd do something from the store, but there's no way it would be like New Year's type thing. And also, I'm not sure if I have all the hookups. So go Google Ultimate Warrior. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the show, the store, and my life. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next week. Let me just get this going.
Lucy and Ramona cruising through the jungles of L.A. Hoping to promote a dream somewhere along the way. They're rolling through the streets, looking for a disco, passing up the treats from a kid named Cisco, trying to make connections with their blemish food complexions, and just as fate would have it, ended up with Sunset Sam. Sam was selling watches from a suitcase on a TV tray. And Lucy and Ramona kept trying to figure out if he was gay. The three of them were standing, staring at each other, when the light behind their eyes blew each other's cover. The ancient code was branded, and each of them was handed a ticket to their kingdom, 'cause they saw their brother Sunset Sam. Lucy was from Compton, and she met Ramona at the zoo. Ramona was from Brooklyn. She left when she was 22. Sam was a native of the Arizona desert, but he split when he was slated for some governmental make-work. Their differences subsided when the common bond was sighted. They were all from the same place that made the famous Sunset Sam.